Hi everyone, my name is Erin Harrington. I thought I would get on tonight and talk to you a little bit about why I chose LuLaRoe as my business. I used to work in marketing and I had two young little girls, about 17 months apart, and my father watched them while I worked full time. My husband also worked full time. And when I was only about 12 weeks pregnant with my third, my father passed away from cancer. And it was wonderful having my family watch my girls while I worked because I, felt very safe and confident with them there. But when he passed away, I did not have that full-time care because my mom still worked per diem. So we were in that position where we had to figure out what we were going to do with the kids when we had our third child. So I had always wanted to stay home with my kids when they were young, entering grade school, for many different reasons: doctor visits, sick days, room mom, just so many different reasons. So we had to figure out what we were going to do now that my dad was no longer with us. So we decided that I was going to stay home with the kids, and we knew it would be tight, but it was what we wanted and what we needed to do, truly. So a few months after I started staying home full time, I started to want to contribute to my family a little bit more than just being home with the kids. I wanted to give them, the dance classes, the gymnastics classes, summer camps, things like that, aren't in your budget necessarily. So I tried my hand at one direct sale company. It was very low inventory, very low maintenance. I could do it very much on the fly. But unfortunately, it depended kind of on your network, and mine wasn't really taking to it. And I really didn't like pressuring my friends and family over and over again. It's not my personality. It was really hard for me to do. And actually, this past winter, I suffered a late pregnancy miscarriage. So on top of really not performing as I wanted to, I was going through getting over the miscarriage, and it was a really tough spring for me. So a good friend of mine started selling LuLaRoe in early May, and I was very supportive of her. I was very excited for her. I was in her group. I, was entering raffles. I bought some clothes and I loved them. But honestly, I never thought I could do LuLaRoe. I saw what she was doing and I just said, no way. This is just too much. I couldn't never do this. I couldn't handle it. But I still watched, and I followed some groups, and I entered some raffles, and, it was fun. It was very exciting. And then I heard what the average consultant sales are in any given month, and I also heard what the average annual sales were for a LuLaRoe consultant. And I started to think a little bit harder. This is a really young company. It's a really great brand. They have incredibly loyal customers. And, people really want this stuff. I mean, I did. I loved my clothes. I wore it all the time. So, it really hit me. I realized I would do and could do anything to stay home with my family. I wanted to contribute, but I really wanted to be there for my kids when they needed me. So, I brought it up to my husband, and, he completely agreed with me. He said, I really think this would be a lot more fun for you than what you're doing now. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to, have fun and feel good about myself again. I mean, trying on cute and comfy clothes is fun. People just love the prints. They're amazing. And I just can't wait for that feeling of accomplishment again. What I put into it is what you get out. If you hustle and you work, I'm not naive to think that this isn't going to be a lot of work. But I will do that work if it means that, I get paid for it. And it's just, that's what's so great about this company is they give you that opportunity, to, put in the work and get paid for it. It's so awesome. So, that's really my why. My why is my family. My why is having that feeling of accomplishment of myself, to be proud of myself for what I'm doing and what I'm putting into it. And truly, I just encourage others like who are thinking about this, who might be wondering, could I do LuLaRoe? I have a very small house, but my husband and I, we're going to make this work and it's going to be awesome. And I am so excited to get started. I'm in the queue right now. I'm in the process of just buying some stuff to get ready for my inventory. I started my group and I have friends who are already excited for me. So this is just, it's the first part of a new journey, and I'm just really excited, and I really do hope others will realize what an amazing opportunity this is. It being such a young company, you don't want to think a year from now, what if I had done that? What if I had jumped on and done LuLaRoe? So, I'm here if anyone has any questions. My information is in my profile. But otherwise, that's all I have for tonight. You'll hear from me again as my journey continues. But for now, I hope you all have a great night.